for the serious gamer.
What's going on, freaks? It's Guns for Hire from NextGenTactics. Welcome to the GUNN Shop. Anyway, today we're going to talk about headsets, accessories to improve your gaming. I'm currently going through a phase now where I've got to get another one. So I do have some experience with headsets, and I generally buy more expensive ones. Spider-Bite, as you know, he doesn't use actually a gaming headset, but he does use a pretty good setup using his Sennheiser 5.1 surround wireless headset, which gives you the same, if not amazing, sound quality on it. It's just you have to have a separate mic setup. It's pretty easy. He's used it for a long time, gives him optimal sound. But I'm going to talk about gaming headsets. So while his setup, you can actually go on the website under facts or whatever, and you'll see his setup. It'll show you exactly what he's using and how he sets it up, because he goes through his surround receiver, like a stereo system, and then uses his headset off of that. So that is definitely one way to go. You can't go wrong with that, because it allows you to buy sort of high-end quality surround sound headsets like what he has that aren't meant for gaming but are durable and last a long time. And typically what happens is when you buy these gaming headsets that you find at the store, like Logitech ones, which I've gone through, I think 3 or 4 of those, and I don't go through them anymore. But they're really not rugged. They're not built very strong. You get what you pay for, people. You get what you pay for. And the bottom line here that I'm trying to get across here, if you're enjoying your game, it's not about being really serious and dropping all this coin. You've already dropped lots of money in your gaming system. Gaming systems are not cheap. So you're going to spend the money on that, but you're not going to spend the money on, and a lot of you guys will have LCD TVs. Some of you guys don't, granted, but if you're really into gaming, if you want to really, it's not that you take it super seriously, but you really want to enjoy it. It's like wanting to enjoy your Blu-ray player. You're not going to watch it on a standard tube television, which are extinct right now. You're going to watch it, and you're going to want to watch it on a high-definition television, because if you're not watching it on 1080p, what's the point of getting a Blu-ray player? There is no point. And if you're one of those people that bought a Blu-ray player but don't have a high-definition television, you're an idiot. Why didn't you just buy a DVD? You cannot watch the Blu-rays the way that they're supposed to be watched if you don't have a high-definition and HD TV. So it's the same thing with your system. Gaming does allow you for lower resolution, and that's fine. But if you want to fully embrace and enjoy what you're experiencing, what you're seeing, what you're hearing, you owe it to yourself to at least save up your money. And I'm not saying like go out and get a loan for God's sakes, but if you're buying games on a regular basis, put off the games for a little bit. Put off 1 title, 2 titles, save your money up and invest in a good headset. Because I promise you, if you get a good headset, it's not that it makes your game so much better. It does improve your gaming, don't get me wrong, and I'll get into that as well. But it makes it enjoyable. You hear things, you hear the sounds, you hear explosions, you experience games the way they're supposed to be experienced. And while you can listen to it through your TV, like through the stereo sound, not near the same. Right now, I'm using Triton AX Pros surround sound. There's 8 speakers, 4 in each side, 3 the center, forward, and rear in each one, and then there's an actual sub-bass, or subwoofer, mini one, of course, would blow your eardrums off, but an actual bass in each side. So when I'm listening to a game and there's explosions going off, it's way, way, way more intense than it would be if I was just listening on a TV and getting that sort of tinny sound. You can have it in surround sound, but again, if you're like me, and I'm sure you've all got other people that live in your house, you can't just crank your friggin' stereo and have your house shaking like, BOOM! They're like, oh my god, I think there's a war going on in your house. Because believe me, if you're playing something like World at War, or any of these war games, and bombs are going off, that bass will shake your house to friggin' crumbles. Just so the earphones allow you to, but not even that though. The earphones, when you actually have them on, like a good set, really do sort of bring you into the game. Like, I couldn't believe it when I first put on, like, I went through, I'll let you know, I do have a PlayStation earpiece, which is garbage compared to the Xbox one, the wireless headset. I don't have it around here anyway. A good friend of mine and live stream subscriber, Closer to the Arch, that's his gamer tag. Sorry if you didn't want me to give it out. Anyway, a good friend of mine, he lent me his wireless Xboxing. And at first I was like, wow, that's kind of a little weird. Because honest to God, I hate, and I'll show you this right now. See if I can show it to you. There's my PlayStation headset, and you can see it's taped onto my, I'll show you that setup after. It's my Triton, and I'll get into why I don't like it very much. The Tritons right now. The sound, amazing. Quality, garbage. Anyway, so he let me that, and that thing stays on. With this PlayStation thing, the loop, the earpiece on it, garbage, man. It's a piece of crap. Don't bother getting it. Go out and get like a Logitech USB, PC gaming thing. Works just as well. Put it over your head. Just get over the fact like, oh, I don't like it on my hair because what happens if the chicks come over? Dudes, no chicks are going over to your house, okay? Just get over yourself. You're a gamer. Oh, I really like the games and everything. I can't go out to the bars. Anyway, so don't waste your money on that thing. I use it. Thankfully, I do have it because I use it now for my mic on my Tritons, which I paid a lot of money for. I think it was like $200 or something like that. Anyway, it's a piece of garbage. At least the Xbox One, it actually holds on and stays on there. The bottom line is, though, you have to invest in a quality one. And I'm not talking about stereo sound. If that's all you can afford, like Turtle P21s, lots of people have them. Very, very common headset. And I know you're like, oh, yeah, I can hear directionally. Even players on my team, a lot of players on the NGT Elite team have P21s. And they're like, oh, no, I can hear it. No. You have stereo sound. You do not have surround sound. You people need to understand there's a huge, huge difference. Yes, you can hear left or right. That's not what I'm talking about. With a pair of Triton AX Pros or even Astros, which I'm going to be picking up, and I'm going to be getting because I got to replace these pieces of crap. Anyway, with Tritons, I can hear 360. I can pinpoint exactly where they are. If they're behind me and walking around to the right, I can actually hear them, and I can hear them and locate them. I know that they're on an angle there. I know that they're going forward. I can actually hear that. Whereas P21s give you that sort of idea that they're on that side and somewhere there, and they can try and sort of simulate that, but you're not going to get near the same experience, and you're not going to get the same quality sound coming through it. They're good. They're not great. And they ride their name on it. I think they're like $100 or something like that. But they are stereo sound people, not surround sound. Stereo sound, huge difference. Huge difference in the quality. Plus with the Triton AX Pros, like I said, there's 4 speakers with the sub bass in there. That sub bass, and the problem is if you ever pick up Triton AX Pros, there's 6 million cables all over the place. There's the optical, there's the power going to the headset, there's the power going to the actual amplifier, and then you've got the control. A lot of good controls on it, but that's actually the problem, and I'll show you this right here. This control unit here, the problem that I'm having is this piece that's actually fitting into this. And I'm going to actually make this a 2-part series because this is important, so don't worry, I'm not going to rush this. This is the first part. We're going to get into the second part as well in just a minute. But anyway, this piece here, right in here, because this is dangling free and you're constantly always adjusting and everything like that, what's happened is this constant movement in the wire here is actually, because this is all fine circuitry, is actually cutting off my mic. And it was one of the first things to actually go. The mic itself didn't break, but I read a lot of reports before I bought it. And then I figure, most people, they're just careless, let their dogs chew on it. They're like, oh, my mic broke. A lot of reports of mics being broken. I'm like, how can you break your mic? Like, seriously, like, what are you doing? Are you chewing on it? Are you throwing it down in anger? I don't know. But anyway, it turns out that the problem is not necessarily the mic, it's the connections here and the fine wiring. I even opened it up, tried to see if the solder joints were gone. I couldn't see anything, and I have no idea what the hell happened, why the mic. Nonetheless, the mic is gone. That's why you see this thing taped to it. So now I have to use the PlayStation mic in order to actually communicate, which is a pain in the ass, and I got to recharge and everything. Anyway, that's the end of part 1. Watch part 2. We'll keep on going on about this. It's a very important subject if you want to enjoy your gaming. All right? Peace. Watch number 2. This is only part 1.